Hi guys, good morning. How are you? I hope you guys are well. So I'm gonna explain this to you, okay? Whew. I don't usually like to put out words like this, or I don't like to really associate myself with certain people. But the other day, the Lord told me to do something, and this was because the Lord already warned this person numerous times, right? And the Lord has also told me to take action towards certain people in my family as well legally, but the Lord also told me to share with people and reveal to people who has been behind the threatening emails. There, for those of you guys that are new here or that don't understand, there was someone that was threatening me and my children over the summer, saying basically they know where I am, they know my locations, everything like that, and basically, making fun of me and all this type of stuff, right?
Discovered that this is actually the same person, and God confirmed it to me as well. This is the same person that has been harassing me in 2020 onwards, and they're still harassing me till this day. The difference is they just changed up their emails. However, I have old emails from this person saying similar things in the emails as the same person that's been emailing me this year, threatening my life and threatening my children's lives. So look at these emails. Don't they look familiar? Anyways, this is Flower Witch. Now, the point of me showing you guys this is to show you guys how people will literally harass you for years. They will be the ones stalking you, gang stalking you, and then they will go around and say that you're the one doing it to them.
Well, the Lord actually had me, reveal in a video proving to people that this is the same person that has been harassing me from 2020, okay? From ever since 2020. When I left New Age in 2020, I received a lot of harassment from this particular person, and not just her, but from a lot of people. When I got really serious pertaining to my ministry, like after I got delivered and the Lord has appointed me and I started getting more serious with ministry, a lot of the people that were following me in the new age, a lot of people left and gave their life to Christ around the same time I did. But there were some particular people who were following me not because they gave their life to Christ, but they were following me because they wanted to antagonize me. Okay? They wanted to antagonize me. So some of these people came out as Christians and started making videos about me and speaking ill about me. Okay. For those of you guys that remember, there was this one particular girl that was making videos about me in 2022, and it was very obsessively. And she had a lot of people that were jumping on the bandwagon, including a lot of your faves. Okay. A lot of your prophetic faves, which I talked about in my book. Okay. Um, and these other women, they had like group chats going on. They were plotting behind the scene, and the Lord showed me everything. He showed me the group chats, he showed me the ganging up, and even publicly they were always addressing them meeting up in Zoom, meeting up on WhatsApp, meeting up in these group chats. I even received emails from some of these people claiming to be Christians. So what ended up happening was one of the girls, the one that was obsessively antagonizing me, she actually came out as a Christian witch, and she exposed herself as a Christian witch. And a lot of the people that were teaming up with her in the group chats and teaming up with her online, they all kind of backed away and they all kind of like scattered. Okay. Now, I want to tell you guys something. That girl that was a Christian witch, she's actually in alliance with Flower Witch, the same woman that was not woman, the same girl that was harassing me from since 2020, and the same girl that was sending death threats to me, my children, right? Through emails, which I've already revealed to you guys, and I'm probably gonna end up showing you guys a glimpse of the video again. So anyways, they are in alliance, okay? As in that girl that was a Christian witch, she was never really a Christian. She was still operating in witchcraft, and she put on a persona to be a Christian in order to try to taint my name. And those of you guys remember this, okay? She came out as a Christian witch. I want to also let you guys know she's not only in alliance with Flower Witch, the girl that was antagonizing me from since 2020, she's also in alliance with a couple other people that came on YouTube that spoke ill against me, that harassed me, that said that God told them this and God told them that. These people that were saying these things about me online, many of you guys know who they are, they were actually in alliance with these two witches. Okay. One of them, DM 2.0, she actually deleted her YouTube channel because the Lord actually called her out and the Lord warned her and she did not listen. So she deleted her YouTube channel because God already handled her. She's already received some type of wrath. I don't know what happened, but the Lord took care of it. That's none of my business. But I have to just explain that she was on here also portraying to be a very highly, you know, intelligent Christian when the whole time she was operating through a lying spirit and she was operating from the spirit of Jezebel. Okay. Now, the others, I'm not going to say their names, even though I've already talked about them in my book because the Lord instructed me to tell my testimony. The others, one of them, they specifically said that they lied on me and said that I was doing spells on my channel. The Lord corrected her and told her to apologize. She did not apologize. So the Lord told her to step away from YouTube. That's why she has not been on YouTube. The Lord told her to step away from YouTube. Those were instructions from God. Okay. But she put a video out saying that God told me to step away from YouTube, which is actually projection because God actually told her to step away from YouTube. Right. So that's what I mean. All these girls, they were all in alliance together in 2022. They all teamed up together. And some of them pretending to be Christians, or some of them who claim to be Christians, were teamed up with these witches. Some of them knowingly, some of them unknowingly, as in they didn't know these women were witches. They just knew, okay, these girls don't like Stephanie. I don't like Stephanie. I'm gonna team up with them. Now, you guys like, why are you talking about this, Stephanie? That's why I made this the first video before I go into the words, because I don't like talking about stuff like this. I don't like throwing my pearls at swine, but the Lord wants me to do an open rebuke today. So when I got the message this morning to actually do this video, the Lord actually showed me a vision of this particular person's channel again. And I'm like, God, why are you showing me her again? Like, I'm so sick of it, you know? And he literally said, rebuke. And I said, God, I rebuke it. So I got on my knees and I prayed and I went back to bed. As I was dozing off again, he showed me her face again and he said, open rebuke. And I'm like, God, do I have to post a video on my channel? And I didn't hear anything pertaining to it again. So I just said, okay, you know what? Let me go back to bed. As I was dozing off, he said, open rebuke. And he said, yes, post. And that's when he gave me the book of First Kings. And he said, you need to read the first book of First Kings. And I said, okay. So he said, lying spirit. And let me tell you how he showed me lying spirit. So God is very strategic because he knows that, like, I don't like confrontation. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm the kind of person, like, I just like to let God handle things. I'm not confrontational at all. Okay. And what he did was he showed me my nails. So he showed me my yellow nails in the vision, and then he showed me this particular person painting her nails exactly like mine, trying to do her nails exactly like mine. And then he showed me that after she painted it fresh, like after she got her nails done fresh to look like mine, she asked the nail tech to put gel here to make it seem like her nail has grown out, and her nail has grown out. And the way she did it was she wanted it to look like her nail grew out as if she had her nails this color before me. So God was showing me that this particular person was trying to make it seem like she was doing certain things before me. So she's also trying to claim that I'm copying her, stealing from her, but she's actually the one stealing from me. So that's what the Lord was showing me. So after he showed me that with the whole nail analogy, he showed me another one of his prophets that came through in the spirit. And this prophet was walking with his wife on a sidewalk. And this is not a dream, this is in the spirit. And as he was walking with his wife, he turned around and looked at me and said, that woman is a lying spirit. Open rebuke. And I'm like, God, okay, I get it. I'm going to open rebuke. And still not wanting to do it, the Lord told me be obedient. Okay. So this is why I'm being obedient. Again, I usually don't give people clout because I know they're trying to grow their channels and they like to use, our names to grow their channels. But I could see why the Lord wants me to do an open rebuke, because not only has this person lied and said that I have HIV, which definitely is, you can definitely receive a felon for that type of lie. But she also used her own child. She exploited her child, allowed her child to come on the internet and lie on me, okay? Coaching her child, grooming her child into what to say. on the internet, and the Lord is not having it because she is hurting her children by doing this. She's exploiting her own children for clicks and views, and the Lord is not having it. This other particular person who is in alliance with the Christian witch who deleted her channel, the one that came out as a Christian witch, and she was also in alliance with Flower Witch. This particular woman has been also antagonizing me for 3 years. Not only has she been antagonizing me for about 3 years now, wait, 2022, 3, 4, yeah, 3 year, almost 3 years now, end of 2022, end of 2024, will be 3 years. But she has particularly put out videos saying that I have HIV. She has said that I was in group chats stalking her and her children. Every single thing that I have spoken about pertaining to my testimony and what I have been through, this girl has taken everything that from my channel and made it seem like it's happening to her. And she would bring up my children and then say that I'm doing things to her children. She would watch my testimony, watch the things that I talked to you guys about pertaining to the case or pertaining to like my family doing witchcraft on me, and she would pretend like this is happening to her to gain sympathy and to gain views and to also take my name. The Lord told me to openly rebuke her. Okay, I'm not going to say her channel. I'm just going to post an image. I am openly rebuking her. I've been collecting receipts from all these women, or sorry, all these girls, what they've been doing over the years. I've been collecting receipts because I'm waiting for the Lord to get instruct me and tell me what to do. The Lord has not told me to take legal action as yet, but similar to how the Lord gave grace to my family members for attacking me, and the grace ran out and I had to go take legal action. The Lord gave me the okay. It's similar concept with these women. Many of them stopped harassing me and they left me alone. The Christian witch, the girl that came out as a Christian witch, left me alone. Um, that other girl DM that brought up my child in her video, she deleted her platform, and the other one, she's off YouTube. She's not posting anymore because the Lord has corrected these women and they girls, and they actually obeyed the Lord. Okay, now there's some who are very still prideful and egotistical, and I'm not going to mention who they are, but the Lord is warning not just them. The Lord has already warned them, but the Lord is warning this particular one. The Lord actually specifically said that this one that is going online saying that I have HIV, saying that I'm gang stalking her with New Breed and some other minister, lying on me. The Lord actually said that this girl has a lying spirit, and He has allowed the lying spirit to take over this particular person. Okay, so I'm going to read you the scripture that the Lord gave me pertaining to Jezebel and Ahab. Okay, the Lord brought me to Kings, and the Lord let it be known that because she was in alliance with these group of girls, the two main witches, Flower Witch and the Christian, the one that said she's a Christian witch that deleted her channel and that's no longer online. They were the ringleaders that kind of put the battery in this one's back. Okay, so the Lord said these two ones, Flower Witch and the other one, let's call her Beth, Flower Witch and Beth, right? They were the ones who were operating through the Jezebel, the spirit of Jezebel. Okay. Also, DM was operating through the spirit of Jezebel. The other women were followers and they were Ahabs. The batteries were put in their back. And the Lord actually allowed the lying spirit to afflict the other ones that were in alliance with these women, okay, with these girls. Okay, so they were all in alliance. Okay. Now, this particular one, the Lord has warned her. The other ones God has warned, they have backed down. Even Flower Witch, she tried to come for me again recently. I think a month ago, I made a whole video again lying on me, and the Lord stopped her in her tracks. And she just recently came out of jail because she was arrested. Okay, this particular one here, the Lord said, "This is your final warning. This is your final warning. I'm just a messenger. I can care less. I have my own stuff going on, my family and my everybody else, my case and all that." But the Lord said, "This is your final warning because you didn't listen. He allowed the lying spirit to take over you." Okay. So this is the final warning. I'm not listen, I'm just being obedient. And this is the scripture that he gave me. So this is First Kings 22, and this is verse 20. And the Lord said, "Who will entice Ahab into attacking Ramoth Gilead and going to his death there?" One suggested this and the other that. Finally, a spirit came forward, stood before the Lord, and said, "I will entice him." "By what means?" the Lord asked. I will go out and be a deceiving spirit in the mouths of all his prophets," he said. You will succeed in enticing him, said the Lord. Go and do it. So now the Lord has put a deceiving spirit in the mouths of all these prophets of yours. The Lord has decreed disaster for you. Listen, I don't know what the Lord means by that. I just know that this is the final warning, and this is an open rebuke for you. Okay. I don't need to say your name. I will post the receipts of all the stuff that you've been saying about me. This is an open rebuke. I don't know if the Lord's going to have me go through this legally if you don't listen, where, for defamation of character, or if he's going to handle it some other way. I'm not sure. I just know that the Lord is warning you and the Lord is rebuking you and the Lord is saying you need to stop. Okay. That's all I'm going to say, guys. I love you guys. And I talk more about this stuff in my book. I actually mentioned um, everything in my book. And again, the book will be updated the beginning of December, and the additional 200 pages will be added. So I think so far there's like 300 pages. So there's going to be an additional like 200 and there's going to be an additional like 250 pages. So it's going to be around like 600, close to 700 pages, something like that. That's going to be added. It's already written. I just can't add it in until after court. Also, I've already had my book legally assessed, so nobody can um, try to say I'm lying on them because I have receipts for every single thing that has been going on. One thing about me is I've kept receipts over the years from what's been happening to me on YouTube. I've also kept receipts from what's happened to me pertaining to my family, etc. So the Lord has always told me to keep these receipts and always just keep quiet and be still, and that's what I've been doing. So right now I'm just following his instructions pertaining to this open rebuke. This is not something that I usually do. Again, but at the same time, I'm just doing what the Lord told me to do. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. I have very exciting words for you guys today, by the way. I love you guys. Bye.